Hi, and welcome to this session on immersive learning with virtual tours. My name is Jose De Castro, and I'm with STA from the Diploma in Media Production and Design, or DMPD. I hope to share with you some of the learning experiences jointly created with other schools and centers, including CED, SAS, and SHL. Specifically, Alan Lee from the Diploma in Outdoor and Adventure Learning, or DOAL. Since our interest in STA was to apply technology creatively to improve learning, there are actually a great many topics that can possibly be considered. However, one topic we finally decided on to start with is safety, as it's important to every media professional, and yet it can be kind of dry and uninteresting for students. Some of our staff were inspired to explore AR and VR, and so we began a journey to evaluate different tools and approaches. For example, we prototyped a virtual tour of a histology lab with SAS so that their students could quickly explore the stages of processing tissue samples. As you see here, the students demonstrate the process and skills from an almost first-person perspective so that the learner feels as though they're really part of the experience, looking over the shoulder of an expert. Uh, and kind of in parallel, our colleagues in DOAL were also interested to explore the use of 360 cameras to let students feel as though they were really there. In this example, we mounted the 360 camera on the helmet of the instructor and started the recording for the procedures for rescuing someone stuck on the adventure course. There are really so many tasks that must be correctly performed in the correct order in order to effect a successful rescue. And these 360 videos hosted on YouTube try to capture the procedures as well as the feeling of being at height as well, especially effective when you view them with a VR headset. Another use case for the lessons on challenge course maintenance proved fruitful. Students have to learn to find and identify various types of maintenance issues on the challenge course. The difficulty is RP's adventure course is maintained in very good condition. In this case, we photoshopped 360 photos of a variety of maintenance issues that students had to search for and identify. Some examples are rust, cracks, water damage, wasp nest, frayed cables, loose bolts, blah, blah, blah. The defect-riddled 360 images really improved the students' level of engagement. Overall benefits of these kinds of immersive experiences are, safer, more controlled, and more available learning environment. Uh, in addition to being out there on the actual adventure course, they can have a taste of it from their laptops, smartphones, or using VR headsets. Another benefit is better visualization of the learning points. For example, using a first-person point of view of the procedures, or seeing things that they would not be able to see if they actually went on the actual course. Another benefit is the opportunity to revise learning points before exams or for subsequent modules, and also obviously for OCL. So we faced a number of challenges. It was basically difficult to know where to get started. There's so many options of tools, and each had their own pros and cons. So we had to do a lot of research, a lot of prototyping. And our background in use of cameras was very helpful. However, we kind of had to learn to use a 360 camera, which has its own unique issues to manage. Something we learned is that you can really use 360 media to create traditional 2D media as well. And it's very useful to view the 360 media, not just on VR headset, but also on laptops, smartphones, and other more commonly available devices, so that students can engage in whichever way they feel comfortable. We've actually created a prototype walkthrough of the RP campus as a virtual tour. The prototype virtual tour has over 60 panorama shots from all over the campus, and there's interest to expand this to even more other locations on the campus, and also to create quizzes or other needed resources. We will also be using this to help onboarding of students and covering topics close to our hearts, such as safety. The experience is both immersive and interactive, allowing learners to explore as they deem necessary. So that's it for now from me and my side. Thank you very much for your time and interest.